Hello all, and welcome to a summary for our Deep Sea Serpents, A Blades in the Dark Deep Cuts campaign. So, we opened up mid-heist, quickly panning out of the heist to the Doc and Albot, as they met for the first time, despite many of the crew thinking that Doc is the one who created Albot. Partway into their conversation, they were siphoned away, drawn away through watery portals, much like the crew's church has been having a problem with. Jumping into the scene with Dart as Wither had been lost, Dart quickly got them out of sight and continued the score. Going to the guild there, they weren't able to find anyone of value, or at least that would have high enough value, so they went to talk to the Death Jesters. Meanwhile, Scoop, separated, was getting information from the people, learning of the boss, someone who's been getting people's stuff in and out, but not full individuals. Following his thing, he ended up seeing Riven, distraught and moving through the streets. Following them quietly, they found Riven placing small metal shards in an archway, and then quickly hurrying off. As Scoop went to investigate, he felt a clicking sound on his foot and realized he had stepped on some kind of mine. Eventually, Bluecoats coming to check on his cries, realizing what had happened, they quickly fled the scene. But that left with Telda, a beggar, someone who doesn't overly enjoy the presence of Dart, but, is not hesitant to help for the right price. Before she could put the clip back in, Scoop tried to get off, falling and causing an explosion of the magnetic acid. The proper term escapes me at the moment. The crew heard Scoop's cries and came to investigate. With that, the crew, following many leads, ended up in a home set aside for some of the wealthier who were still stuck here by one of the military members. Night passed and Albot spotted some creatures moving through the night, as well as some kind of dark cleric with a censer walking through. The next morning, the group made their way to the train after Telda had taken off, realizing that some of them were a few coins lighter. Upon arriving there, they seen Frank, one of the important members of the Bluecoats, who knew Dart. Dart was searched by the others, while the rest of the crew went through Frank, who knew far too much information about them after shaking their hand and asking some very pointed questions. But they were able to get on the train. Albot's enhanced body allowed him to move the injured Scoop off the train, while the others made successful jumps and made it back into Dustfall. With that, the calculations are in the works, and they will be posted at some point. But until then, I'll see you at the table. Bye for now.